Hi everyone, and here we are again as our usual ritual of coming on the channel and discussing some crucial aspects of life. And it's a beautiful day today here. It's quite sunny and spring is coming. It feels really fresh. So for today, I would like to take up something which is I think all the topics that we take usually are quite important in our life, and they play a very important role in our life. So today I would like to discuss something about belief, and we've had videos before on the channel about belief, and maybe I would like to just take it a little forward and keep it short as well, maybe a short video today. That when I see people and I hear people saying that they cannot live without belief, when I hear people say that some beliefs are needed, to keep you to give you support, to keep you balanced, so as to say, and it could be in any different way, So people usually, up to some extent, want to have some beliefs, and these beliefs, over the years, if you would see the history of humanity, have led to quite destructive consequences. The belief of religions, for example, the very common example you can see where most religions, which are deeply based on belief, and then one belief becomes or one belief against another belief, one belief that God can be reached this way, another belief that God can be reached this way, one belief that this is the right way to pray, another belief that is the right way to pray, one belief that this political ideology is better, another belief that the other one is better. So in many different aspects of our life, we can see that belief has found its place, and in most of humanity, actually, it is highly respected. There are loads of videos on YouTube and motivational speakers who will say, believe this, believe that, believe in yourself, and this and that. So I don't know if you have checked it, and I have said it before on the channel, and maybe I'll repeat it again, that there's a huge difference between believing and knowing. That there's a thing that you know something, and then there's a thing that you believe something. The things that you can easily investigate, check, you don't have to believe in them. You check them, you investigate them, and then eventually you see the truth of what's going on there, and you say, okay, I know how this thing works. So if you would see very carefully, the land of belief begins from the point where it becomes really difficult to investigate something. For example, I believe that this way is the way to God. Okay, and now, as it is highly difficult, almost impossible to check whether someone is telling the truth when the person says that this is the way to God, because we have never met God, we have never had a conversation with God, who can confirm that yes, this path actually comes or leads to me. So in this kind of scenarios where it becomes quite impossible or difficult to check something, to investigate something due to technological limitation, even scientists can have a belief that maybe this theory is correct, but they cannot check it because the technology is not that developed yet. So but what I want to draw your attention to is that in essence it actually comes at the limitation of investigation, where you cannot investigate anymore something, then you start believing it. Okay, and it also becomes even more important to believe into it if it's for your profit. For example, believe in yourself. With that sentence we are trying to say, be confident you can do something, you can execute some task and something that you don't have so much trust on. But the motivator says, don't worry, believe in yourself. So in that sense we can see that belief is kind of providing us a shoulder to cry on. Belief is more like holding us together. It's where and specifically in those regions where we are too weak, and we are too weak in those regions because we are incapable to investigate in those regions. Okay, so belief becomes quite a strong help for people in that scenario, that okay, I don't know what is God, where is God or anything, but the idea of God provides a kind of security to me. When I believe that yes, there is a God who's taking after everything will be all right, and this and this and this, all kind of beliefs, they have a tendency of providing a certain feeling of security, and people like the feeling of security. They say, why not? Okay, now the danger or the problem with belief then comes is that, which is I think the biggest problem with belief, the tragedy of belief, is that belief stops you from investigation. Okay, for example, today you're incapable of investigating something, and today you believe in it. Okay, you say, I believe it. Today I can't investigate it, I can't check it. But the problem that comes is, the longer you believe, the longer you start feeling comfortable with that belief. And when you become really comfortable with your belief, then even though you're capable of investigation, you still don't investigate, because you find all the satisfaction from your belief. And I would even come so far to even say that at some point you start believing that the belief you have is actually not a belief, but something actual, something real, something true. So the moment that happens, your whole passion of investigation is lost. And that's quite natural, when you start feeling that something is actually right, correct, then why would you want to investigate it? Naturally you wouldn't investigate it. But what happens is, somewhere along the line we forget that belief was a belief, but eventually that belief has become something actual, something true. And this is where the danger comes in. All these religious people with their beliefs have actually felt that their beliefs are actually real, which is why they are ready to fight for it. Okay, so and similar in other scenarios as well, whether political case, economic case, whatever. So what essentially is to be seen here is that there should be an awareness of belief. Okay, even if you have a belief, live with it, with its full nature. Don't just see the the positive aspect that belief provides, the strength, the the feeling of security that it provides, the little confidence boost it gives you. But also see the negative side of belief, that belief divides people. Belief, after a long time, if something is believed, makes you stupid. You know, it stops your natural uh, investigation capabilities, because you have believed something for so long that now you don't even want to question it. So try to see this in your life, that what kind of beliefs you're living with, what kind of beliefs are playing a part in your life. You know, are there some beliefs which are making you fight with other people? Are there some beliefs which are creating problem in your life? And also try to see which of the beliefs that you have in your life that you can investigate. If you can investigate a belief, then there is no longer to believe in it. You know, you can find the truth of it and be done with it. Then you know whether the thing is there or not. So don't tr- don't just enjoy the high, the intoxication that beliefs gives you, the high of positivity, the high of everything is all right and this and that. Don't just stay with that, because eventually life is going to wake you up. Eventually, whether you believe in this or that, the reality is going to come out. So try to be more aware, more attentive to your beliefs. See how they shape your life. It's very easy. You can make a list of all your beliefs that you don't have evidence for, that you cannot investigate, that you cannot check, and then see how many of those you can check now. How many of them are creating this kind of division in your life, problems in your life. So if you would do that, you would naturally see that first of all, your investigative capabilities have become better, and as they become better, you can investigate the bigger beliefs. You start with something small, a smaller belief, you investigate it, but as you solve it and you push it out of your system, that is something you no longer believe, now you have checked it. It kind of gives you it kind of gives you a sharpness in your investigation. Your investigation skills become a little sharp, and then you're capable of checking the next belief, which is a little bigger, which is a little closer, which is providing a little more security. And then you look at that, and then you clean that. So eventually what would happen is your investigative skills, your observational skills, your analytical skills will become more sharp, more stronger, as to say, comparatively saying. And this passiveness of beliefs will start moving out of you. It's not that difficult as it sounds. It can be done while living your everyday life. You don't have to take specific time for it. Just maybe to make a list of your beliefs, you can have 10 minutes and then try to apply this method and see what kind of different thing comes out of you. No? What kind of things are hidden as strong beliefs, and then you try to investigate them. So don't be scared of investigating a belief. Just try to go into it, observe it. And when you observe it, it naturally tells you what it is. And then you can decide yourself whether it's something sensible or not. So, very small exercise, very small meditation that you can do to clean this extra clutter of belief from your life, and also boost your observation. So try it, And of course, as usual, if there are some questions, then I would be happy to answer. And I think most of the things that we discuss are only worth discussing if you try them. If you don't try them, if they become just a topic of discussion, then they do no, then they are not so worthful, to keep. So try it, and I hope you will enjoy it, and I will see you in the next video of Psychological Theatre. Thank you.